Hi, this is Charles 9mm, and I just want to show you another knife today. Boy, I tell you, once in a while a knife comes across your way that just breaks all the rules. It just is so phenomenally different than any other knife you've seen. It just gets your attention. And at first you look at this knife and it just, it has some unusual look to it. But there's some aspects about it I want to show you that I think you'll really like. This is made by Zero Tolerance, which is the high-end division of Kershaw knives. Zero Tolerances are made in the United States, and they're just excellently made knives, well executed and in unusual designs. This one is called the Mud Knife, and it is the 0500 knife. Now, what is usual about this, and I just want to show you a little bit, it doesn't open any differently. It's got a great big stud on it. This is so if you have gloves on or dirty hands or whatever. And it opens very nicely. It's not spring assisted at all. But there's some very unusual things about this knife. Let me explain to you. The reason they call it a mud knife is because here, I don't know if you can see it, but the secret is these polyurethane washers in between the blade and the scales. You probably can't see it, but in between there, some polyurethane seals. The other thing is the lock switch has a rubber gasket all the way around. It is completely sealed. If you're out in the desert and you're getting hit by sand, talcum powder type sand, you're in the mud, you're in the swamp, whatever, that gear, that lock up right there is not going to be affected by it. It is going to keep all that junk and gunk and grit out of it. So it's going to be as smooth as the day you bought it. This is going to put a lot of life on this blade. It's not going to jam up on you. If you're out in the sandbox, especially you military guys, if you're out in the sandbox, I highly recommend you get yourself one of these mud knives because they're going to survive that environment. If you're in the mud, grit, whatever, there you go. That's it. Wonderful, wonderful execution. I also like the fact that it opens so smoothly and has this big stud. So when you're in the mud and the grit and digging around in a swamp or out in the desert, you can click that open and you're ready to go. Zero Tolerance, the 0500 mud knife. Thank you. Bye-bye.